So thank you for attending our discussion today, everyone. As for today, we will discuss about a very famous icon in Malaysia, Tony Fernandes. So let me start by telling a little bit about him. Tan Sri Dr. Anthony Francis Fernandes is a Malaysian entrepreneur born on April 30, 1964. He is the creator of Tune Air Senjam Berhad, which was responsible for introducing Malaysians to the first budget no-frills airline, AirAsia, with the slogan "Now everyone can fly." Fernandes turned a struggling government-linked commercial airline, AirAsia, into a highly profitable budget carrier that is now publicly traded. Since then, he has established the Tune Group of firms. In addition, he owns the majority of Queen's Park Rangers Football Club. He was also key in persuading Malaysia's then Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad to seek open skies agreement with Thailand, Indonesia, and also Singapore in mid-2003. As a result, AirAsia and other low-cost carriers have been awarded landing rights in several countries. So Fernandes' net worth was estimated to be 650 million by Forbes Asia in February 2014, putting him at number 28 on the Forbes list of Malaysia's wealthiest people. So, hi Kyle, can you tell me more about his early life and also education?
Thank you, Amira. For early life, Mr. Tony Fernandes was born in Kuala Lumpur on the 30th of April 1964. His father is an Indian that originated from Goa, while her mother is a mix of Indian and Asian Portuguese. He was raised in Melaka, Malaysia. During his young age, he followed his mother to sell Tupperware at the Tupperware parties. Next, let us move to his education level. He was graduated at the Alice Smith School in Kuala Lumpur. At the age of 12, he went to a boarding school in England called Epsom College, starting in the year of 1976 until 1983. Then, he matriculated to one of the top-class universities that ever exist, which is the London School of Economics. He was graduated there with a degree in accounting. So now, Amira, can you tell us why would you think he is the best among others icon in Malaysia?
So there are many good criteria in Tony Fernandes that make him the best icon in Malaysia. But there are two main criteria of him that I feel the need to mention. So Tony Fernandes' first leadership style is that of a charismatic individual. Tony Fernandes, despite receiving numerous international honors for both his firm and himself, remains a very personable, humble, and down-to-earth manager who always smiles at everyone. He's also a charismatic speaker because the manner he speaks allows everyone to comprehend what he's saying and what he wants to achieve in the future. In fact, despite being the CEO of AirAsia, he does not take himself too seriously, as evidenced by his attire, which includes a baseball cap and a polo t-shirt. He attracts millions of likes on his Facebook page and followers on Twitter because of his use of social media. So next, he is a willing risk taker, as seen by his purchase of AirAsia in 2001 for RM1 and nearly RM40 million in debt. In addition, he is a visionary entrepreneur who has accomplished his goals of owning an airline, an English football club, and a Formula One racing team. He also recognized failure as a viable option for achieving achievement. He doesn't give up despite the crash of an AirAsia flight in Indonesia, and he eventually succeeds in restoring passenger faith in AirAsia. As we can see, Tony Fernandes turns nothing into something big and gave him a lot of profit. So Amilin, can you tell me more about his career life?
For Fernandes' career history, he worked with Virgin Atlantic as an auditor and then becoming the financial controller for Richard Branson's Virgin Communication in London from 1987 to 1989 before he joined Warner Music International London as senior financial analyst. Fernandes was admitted as associate member of SCCA in 1991 and became fellow member in 1996. He is currently a member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants in England and Wales. Fernandes was formerly a Warner Music executive in Malaysia and vice president of Warner Music Asia from December 1999 to July 2001. When Time Warner Incorporation announced its merger with America Online Incorporation, Fernandes left to pursue his dream of starting a budget no-frills airline. In September 2001, Fernandes purchased AirAsia and became its chief executive until now. Now, Haika, can you tell us about his achievement?
Thank you, Amilin. So now, let me tell you first about the honors that were given to Mr. Tony. In Malaysia, he received an honor of Tan Sri in the year of 2011 by the Commander of the Order Loyalty to the Crown of Malaysia. Next, he received the Datuk title from DPTJ in 2005. In Pahang also honored him with the title of Datuk and Datuk Sri in 2007. In 2011, SPMP from Perak given him the honor of Datuk Sri. These are the honors that were given to him in Malaysia. However, did you know that other countries also had given him an honor due to his good performance? For example, Cambodia has given him a title of doctor in 2017. Not only that, France also given him the honor by the Commander of the National Order of the Legion of Honor in 2017. Finally, the UK has honored Mr. Tony twice. The first one is on 2011 by CBE. Then in 2018, he was honored again with the title Doctor. Now, I will share with you some of the awards that were given to Mr. Tony. There are a total of 10 awards that were received by Mr. Tony. However, I'm going to share only 4 awards that are recently been given to him. In 2009, he received an award called Excellence of Leadership that were given during the Asia Pacific Leadership Awards 2009. Then in 2010, he achieved an award of Forbes Asia Businessman of the Year. In 2011, he managed to become the 52nd in the Fast Company of top 100 most creative people in business. Finally, the latest award that received by Mr. Tony was in 2014, which is the Brand Builder of the Year that were held at the World Branding Awards due to his work in building the AirAsia brand. Enough with the awards. Now, I would like to know about Mr. Tony's interest. Natasha, would you mind share with us about the interest of Mr. Tony?
Tony Fernandes has his own interest, that is football. He very love football and always watching football in his free time. Because of too much interest in football, he got a share in the football club. The AirAsia Group Berhad Chief Executive Officer said that as a football fan, he would love to contribute something to the development of local football if he is nominated for the job. For example, Fernandes will also the Malaysia Stadium Corporation MSC chairman ink an extension agreement with FAM for the National Stadium to be the official home ground for the Harimau Malaya squad until December 31, 2025. Fernandes is a very proud, very vocal supporter of English football club West Ham, which makes it slightly curious to learn that he holds a majority stake in a rival club, Queen's Park Rangers. Fernandes bought the club back in 2011. In actual fact, he had tried to acquire West Ham Subramanian but was pushed back by owners David Sullivan and David Gold. Sullivan later claimed that Fernandes' offer simply wasn't up to scratch. On 18 August 2011, just 3 months after Queen's Park Rangers' promotion back to the Premier League, following a 15-year absence, Fernandes was unveiled as their majority shareholder, having bought Bernie Ecclestone's 60-seat stake. He was also named as chairman of QPR Holding. Speaking to the media just 1 week after Rangers relegation back to the champions, Fernandes said he had been expoliated since he took over at Loftus Road after investing an estimated €50 million into the club. In 2013, Fernandes noted in an interview that he would leave the club if he was unable to fix their problem. In a 2017 interview, after a year in the Premier League in 2014 to 2015 and 3 years relegated to the Championship League from 2015 to 18, Fernandes admit having made several mistakes but also not that much had been achieved. With the interest, so Amilan, can you tell the adventure of Tony Fernandes to us?
Thank you, Natasha. For other ventures, not only AirAsia Airlines, but Fernandes also started a hotel chain which is Tun Hotel, in 2007, based on the no frills concept. It has properties in Britain, Australia, Asia, and the Far East. In March 2012, he served on the International Advisory Board of Global March to Jerusalem, which aims to mobilize the international community in solidarity with Palestinians and to protect Jerusalem. A joint statement was issued and signed by the various members of the board, including Fernandes. In 2013, he hosted the Apprentice Asia, the Asian spin-off of the reality show The Apprentice, in which a group of aspiring young businessmen and women compete for the chance to work with Fernandes. Whereas in 2018, he was named the head of Malaysia Stadium Corporation (MSC) by the Malaysian Youth and Sports Ministry. Not only that, Fernandes also the founder of the Caterham Formula One team, which began racing in 2010 as Lotus Racing and raced in 2011 as Team Lotus. On 27 April 2011, Fernandes announced that his company had purchased Caterham cars. So that's all for the other ventures from Fernandes.
So that's all for Tony Fernandes. Does anyone have any point to say? No? Everyone agrees that he is the best icon in Malaysia?
Yes.
Yes, I agree.
Yes. Thank you for attending discussion, everyone.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Welcome.